Hello there and welcome back to my series from GetExBoyfriendBackFast.info, the informative YouTube video series on helping women get back together with their ex-boyfriends. We're laying down here some honest and very simple tips and strategies that women can follow in a step-by-step manner to get back with the one they love. No tricks, no garbage information, just very simple advice that you can follow through my entire video series. You can go over and check out my channel. You'll find that there is a lot more than just this video on everything you'll need to know to get back with your ex-boyfriend. Now today's video focuses on using the no contact rule to make your ex-boyfriend miss you and begin chasing you. In the beautiful and seemingly perfect relationship that you had with your ex-boyfriend, that you fully expected to develop into a wonderful and happy future together, when that ended in a devastating breakup, it's definitely understandable for you to feel completely unwanted and even rejected. It's absolutely normal for a woman to feel this way because the breakup has come as an absolute shock. Because he wasn't giving off any warning signs that he was unhappy in the relationship until bam, the breakup hit you like a ton of bricks. Fortunately, however, you can take advantage of using the no contact rule so that you can literally make your ex-boyfriend miss you and begin chasing you again. And it's going to be a lot easier than you think. That being said, it's going to be a process that takes a little bit of time to implement, and therefore you're going to have to be very patient and diligent during this process to get back with your ex-boyfriend. It's also going to require you to kick it up a notch and become a lot stronger and determined than you have been right now, because the strategies you have most likely been following right now have been based on chasing him around and are just not going to cut it anymore. Instead, however, by being strong enough to use the no contact rule for a significant amount of time, you can make your ex-boyfriend miss you and also start chasing you again before you know it. You're going to definitely have to expect to go through some sacrifice and pain in order to make your ex-boyfriend miss you and begin chasing you again, but it's going to be well worth it. So how exactly do you adapt the no contact rule to your situation? Well, it's pretty simple because it works the exact same way in every breakup. And the rule works exactly as it sounds. It simply tells you that you can absolutely not in any way have any contact with your boyfriend for at least 30 days after the breakup. This is the pain and sacrifice I was talking about, as you're going to have to be strong enough to resist all the temptations you are feeling to contact him. In fact, it might even feel like you're going through withdrawal, like a drug addict, but you are going to have to learn to break the habit of constantly needing your ex-boyfriend there. Though it seems very counterintuitive and maybe even foolish, you have to believe the experts out there when they tell you that the only real way to get back with an ex-boyfriend is to give him the space and opportunity so that he can come back on his own. It all comes down to the simple fact, whether you want to hear it or not, that there is just no way you can force or compel somebody to love you. If you truly want him to come back, you have to have the capability of loving you again. It's going to be necessary to give him a reason to love you again. When you think about it, he definitely found many reasons to love you to begin with, otherwise you would never have been together. He must have found certain characteristics and qualities about you at that time that made him deeply attracted to you and that allowed him to fall in love with you. Therefore, you have to revisit what you did at that time if you really hope to make him miss you and even begin chasing you again. Basically, you're going to have to display the same qualities that worked so well to attract him before. And interestingly, the no contact rule provides the best way to achieve this. That's because by basically not having any contact with him at all, he's going to have the space he needs to begin to experience what it's like without you. He's going to begin to quickly realize that something strange is happening to you, and he will also start to question why you are not even trying to get him back anymore. He's going to begin to simply miss you deeply and also hope everything is going okay with you right now because he hasn't heard from you for so long. This is going to set the stage so that he is the one to call you back. But you're not going to make it that easy on him because you're still going to use the no contact rule. That is, you're not even going to answer his first call back. That's how to make your ex-boyfriend miss you and begin chasing you again. This is going to be the moment where it's absolutely the most important that you have your strength to follow this rule. If you take his initial call prematurely, you are only satisfying his need to chat with you for a little while to at least be convinced that you still love him. But he's not going to be ready to take you back yet. Therefore, it's only going to get your hopes up and empower him again to make you feel the one rejected yet again. Therefore, instead, keep the no contact rule going and let the phone messages pile up. And that includes not answering any other form of message, such as text message, emails, or even Facebook. This is going to begin to put him into overdrive, where he begins to desperately chase you again. Once you go through the process, you're going to find that implementing the no contact rule to make him miss you is going to be very easy in some ways and very difficult in other ways. It's easy because it doesn't ask you to do anything except ignore him. But that's exactly why it's so hard, because you want nothing more than to contact him right now. But trust me, it's worth it. If you stick with this over the long run, you will get him back. Now, of course, getting back an ex-boyfriend is not quite as easy as the tips that have been outlined in this article. There are a lot of details and a lot of pitfalls along the way, even if you understand the basic premise that I outline in my video series. Things like not calling him too early, not begging him, not looking desperate, giving him his space. These are all great first steps towards understanding how to get him back, but there are still so many ways you could fail along the road by not mastering the specific step-by-step strategies which you will need to get an ex-boyfriend back. There is just still so much more to learn. So if you're interested, click the link below this video, getexboyfriendbackfast.info. It's also displayed at the bottom of the screen here. And you'll be able to learn, and in fact gain immediate access to a lot more knowledge that can possibly be covered in these videos. You know, YouTube has a 15-minute limit per video here. You'll learn details such as how to even know if you have a chance of getting back together with him in the first place. And then there's the call back and the breakup letter. These kinds of details are simply critical. The basic strategies outlined here will get you at least probably to the callback stage. However, what to actually do during the callback itself? Well, you can learn the step-by-step approach. Exactly what to say and do to get your ex to come crawling back to you. But of course, one wrong move, one wrong sentence during the callback, and it can all blow up in your face. The same goes for the breakup letter. You'll also be able to learn. There is just even so much more than what I can put onto this slide, what you'll be able to learn by clicking on the link below. There's the awesome power of one word. You can discover the one word that will completely change the dynamic between you and your ex. Among other things, I think one of the most important things is the Ex-Boyfriend Guru, the Ex-Boyfriend Guru resource, provided at the link below. It can also help you to learn how to let go of those toxic emotions, because these feelings of regret and despair aren't helping you get anywhere with your ex-boyfriend, and you have to learn how to get rid of them as soon as possible. And there's just so much more than I could ever mention here, available at the resource below, getexboyfriendbackfast.info. Check it out for yourself. As well, if you feel like it, you can check out my YouTube channel, where I have a large collection of videos similar to this one outlaying numerous basic strategies towards getting back with an ex-boyfriend. And finally, if you found this video or any of the others in my series useful, please give me a thumbs up on YouTube. This will make it easier for other women in a similar situation as you to find this information that they are so desperately searching for right now. Because when it comes down to it, it's really tragic that women cannot get back together with their ex-boyfriends and couples cannot be happily reunited just due to a lack of basic knowledge and information on the psychological aspects of relationships. So I'll leave you with that, and check back often on my YouTube channel for updated videos in the series. And always remember that you can do it. You absolutely can do it. There is nothing stopping you from getting back with your ex-boyfriend except your own motivation and willingness to take action now. So if you're really serious about getting back together with your ex-boyfriend, click the link below now and get started on your path to future happiness with him. So all the best of luck, and keep tuned for future videos. Bye for now.